Hey guys, so on to the final part of the show. It's a bit of a one manufacturer cleans. It's enough of a brand overview to call it one of those for Liquid Gloss Car Care. So Liquid Gloss, a chap called Steve reached out to me, asked if I wouldn't mind trying a few of his products. We had a good chat, Steve and I, back and forth, and I have to say there's pictures right at the end of this review of the new branding. We had a good long discussion on his labels, and I'll put the pictures at the end, so if you guys do look into this, and the links are all below, make sure you know what they look like. So you might think you're on the wrong shop if you're looking for the labels that are in this video, because they are no longer current. He sent to me a shampoo, a snow foam, sent to me a wheel cleaner, a glass cleaner, a quick detailer, and a spray wax. So enough to give the car a going over. Started up with mixing the shampoo up and onto the wheels. So pre-rinsed with the wheels, liberal spraying of the wheel cleaner. Scent-wise, the shampoo had a very noticeable bubblegum scent. The wheel cleaner, however, had no real noticeable scent, but it wasn't unpleasant. So it was just a bit nondescript, really, if I could put it that way. Did it work as a wheel cleaner? Yeah, it was actually very good at what it is designed to do. Had a reasonable amount of cut, cleaned the wheel up nicely, didn't cause me any issues. And rinsed off nicely as well. Didn't leave any residue or any film behind that I could tell. So solid effort on the wheel cleaner. Same goes for the shampoo in this initial test, just with cleaning the wheels. Obviously, we'll come back to cleaning the car with the shampoo shortly. After the wheels were done, and these are the sort of the afters. You can see it cleaned up all the stuff it should. For full disclosure, the Shiny Garage review, which was at the beginning of this episode, was filmed, I would say, maybe 2 to 3 weeks after this. So with me cleaning the same set of wheels twice in one episode, just wanted to clarify that one wasn't sort of piggybacking on the other. I don't want to do either product a disservice that way. They both had a dirty wheel to contend with, and they both did a great job. With the snow foam, mixed it up 50ml to 500ml of water. Applied, wasn't the thickest, so as such it did move down the panel nicely, which is what you want from a snow foam. These clingy shaving foam ones, not always the best at cleaning. Yes, they do kind of look Instagram worthy, but it's not what it's about. Effectiveness is really key here. So it moved down the panel well. It does in turn give you a shorter dwell time, so I wasn't pushed, it certainly wasn't a rush. But with a darker car on a hot day, it's just something to keep an eye on, that you are trading cleaning power with less time to work around with your brushes and your tight work, things like that. Once it sort of dwelled, rinse it down, and it dealt with everything pretty well. I would describe it as a summer snow foam. So with how it dealt with what was on the car and, with sort of the height of summer, I would imagine pitched against, thick salt and things like that, it might have struggled, might have dealt with, or might have been better with a little bit of extra cut to it. So maybe for Steve, maybe for Liquid Gloss, they could even work into the range a secondary one, much in the same way Bear Car Care do. They have a sort of a standard and a pro version in case you do need a bit of extra beans to it for those winter months. It wouldn't be a bad addition to the range, in my opinion. On to washing from that point. I have to say, I really do like the shampoo. The cleaning power on it was good. Suds to panel transfer, good too. The scent was nice. I do love a good bubblegum scent. So one of the standout products for me of the set that he sent to me. Again, rinsed off nicely as well. So nothing really here not to love. It was a nice product, a nice shampoo. It is a wash and wax shampoo. Again, for me, I tend to err more towards a pure shampoo, but that's just personal preference. For you, obviously, you might want to make your own decisions as to what suits you. But again, an addition to the range potentially for Liquid Gloss in the future could be a pure shampoo just the same. Since they sent to me a quick detailer and a spray wax, what I decided to do was use the quick detailer first, spray wax second, and use the quick detailer as a bit of a drying aid as well, just to kind of give both the opportunity to do what they need to do. I describe as a combo, the type of finish that they leave is a very clean finish. So it doesn't add a lot of depth. For comparison's sake, say like the Shiny Garage one, but it does leave some gloss. You can see it's noticeable on the paint, and it does leave some protection, you know, when I check the beading afterwards as well. Very, very easy to use. No real need to go back and buff. It wasn't that type of spray wax, although just as courtesy, you know, you always flip the cloth over and just give the car a quick wipe over. But quick spritz onto the panel, wipe and buff around was all it was needed. And for me, it was a very quick top-up of gloss, and a nice one at that as well. After that, onto the glass cleaner. Paired this with the Clean Glass Shine, and it did a perfect job. It did exactly what you'd want from a glass cleaner. All in all, in summary, and I've spoke with Steve from Liquid Gloss quite a lot. We've messaged each other back and forth over the last few weeks. I never want to knock a brand. That's not my style. I always kind of look at what can be improved, if there's anything that I think needs to and could be improved. And there's such a saturation on the market of these brands. I think if you're not willing to improve or to listen, that you kind of get swallowed up. And to Steve's credit, I approached him with two things, and he's dealing with them. He's dealt with one, he's dealing with the other. So number one, with the labels. The labels were quite basic. They were quite sparse, particularly in the information. And Steve went out immediately, spent the money and got new labels printed. And now they look like a brand. They have personality. They have, you know, their own look to them. So it's good that he went out and did that. And it shows that sort of he's serious about moving the brand forward. The pictures you'll see in a second for those, I think you like. The other thing which, like I say, I never want to knock a brand, but consider this. Most products nowadays to market work. They'll all do a solid job. So you're left with what's called a unique selling point. Why should I buy from you? Now, you're going to obviously support Steve, and you know that's a good thing. You're going to support a guy in his business venture. But that's not enough for everyone. So a brand needs to find its own USP, and that's on Steve to try and find that. So in summary, I can tell you this. Everything works. It all does a solid job. It's all very, very competent. Why should you buy the products? Past supporting a guy, I can't give you a secondary reason. I hope that Liquid Gloss Car Care can. And if they can, they'll succeed and they'll thrive in the industry. The links are below. If you want to look into them, if you want to support the little guy, do. You guys know I'm a big advocate of that, and you know, I do wholeheartedly mean that and believe that. But if you got any questions for me, got any questions for Steve, ask in the comments below. That's it. That's Liquid Gloss Car Care done. Back to me in the kitchen.